Like every day at exactly 5 a.m., Manav and Siya were jogging in the garden of the villa. After that, Manav also made Siya do a little workout. For some time now, Manav had become a stubborn, angry trainer. And thanks to that anger-driven training, there had been a very good effect on Sia's health and physical features. Earlier, Siya looked very thin and weak. She seemed like a 14, 15-year-old little girl. But now she had become a bit healthier and looked around 18, 19. Also, due to regular workouts, her body was in perfect shape, just like a model. Because of a good diet and workout, her skin was glowing. She looked very beautiful, all thanks to this. Manav and Siya followed this routine until 7:30 a.m. After that, both would go to their respective rooms, take a good shower and freshen up, and then come down to the dining area. As soon as they sat down, Leela Auntie quickly served them breakfast. When Siya saw the healthy food on her plate, her face fell. She did not like such food at all, but because of her grumpy trainer, she was eating this food with a heavy heart. Because if she showed any fuss about the food, Kabir would stop all her junk food, and she would have to eat only boiled vegetables all the time. That's why, unwillingly, Siya quietly started having that healthy breakfast. After breakfast, Manav stood up, held Siya's face in his hands, and explained to her like a child, "Okay, my dear, don't be naughty at all. I'm going to the office now. I'll send clothes for you through Dhruv in the evening. Be ready, we have to go out. Okay, until then, have fun." Hearing this, Siya nodded her head like a good child and said, "Yes, Baba, yes." "Grumpy, I won't do anything. I will behave very well, okay? But you come back soon. I will wait for you." Then, Manav said goodbye to her and left for the office. Siya then went back to her room and was continuously working on her laptop. She didn't know what, but at that moment her face looked a bit serious. When she was with Manav, she acted like a child. But now, if someone saw her like this, they wouldn't believe that just a little while ago, the girl who was having fun like a child could have such serious expressions on her face. Siya was busy working on the laptop, and her face had a completely serious expression. She got so engrossed in it that she lost track of time and didn't realize when it was already 4 p.m. Outside, when Leela Auntie knocked on the door, it broke her concentration. And when she saw the time, she said to herself, "Why didn't I pay attention to the time?" Then, quickly shutting down her laptop, she opened the door. Leela Auntie was standing there. She had 2 big boxes and a paper bag in her hands. Handing them to Siya, she said, "These are sent by Manav Baba, and where is he? Get ready in 1 hour and wait for him." Siya took the big boxes from her hands and quickly went inside to get ready, because she knew that if Manav said 1 hour, she had to finish everything within that hour. Manav did not like to waste time at all, even if it was just 1 second. A little later, when Leela Ji came inside the room, she was completely surprised to see Siya. She had come thinking that Siya might need her help. But seeing Siya, she felt like she needed a doctor because our Siya looked so beautiful. At that moment, Siya was wearing a black party gown that was off-shoulder. Additionally, there was a long slit near her legs, which allowed her long, fair, slim legs to be seen comfortably. Siya had done smoky makeup at that time. Along with that, she wore red lipstick on her lips, her eyes adorned with kohl, her hair open, a thin chain around her neck, a bracelet made of a hero on her wrist, and glittery black heels on her feet. Siya, who always looked cute and lovely, today looked very attractive, hot, and well-maintained, just like a businesswoman. But Leela Ji stepped forward and took Siya in her arms, saying, "Hi, my baby looks so lovely. May no one cast an evil eye on you." Hearing this, a smile appeared on Sia's face. Looking around the room, she excitedly said, "Really? Do I look good? Will he like it? Otherwise, he will start scolding me there." To which Leela smiled and said, "Seeing your lovely face, no one will scold you, and Manav Baba definitely won't. Come on, downstairs. Manav Baba is waiting for you." Upon hearing this, Siya moved forward and said, "What, Auntie? You should have told me earlier that the grumpy one is waiting. Now I don't know what he will say. What should I do?" She hurriedly started going downstairs. Meanwhile, Manav was waiting for Siya at the main entrance. At that moment, he was wearing a black tuxedo suit. With a branded watch on his wrist, glasses on his eyes, and hair perfectly set with gel, his face had no expression. He was continuously looking inside towards the door. Just then, he heard the click of heels. When he looked in that direction, he was left staring. Both were looking at each other. Siya approached him with a big smile on her face. When Siya stood right in front of him, Manav realized that she had come close. Then he quickly made Siya sit in the car with him, and their convoy drove away from there. After sitting in the car, Siya looked at Manav from top to bottom and then said, "Grumpy, where are you taking me all dressed up today? You got all ready and made me ready too." "Now tell me, where are we going?" Manav said softly. "I have an old investor. Today's their anniversary. They're having a party for it, and we are going to their party." As soon as she heard the name of the party, 1,000 lights lit up on Sia's face. But she said in a checked voice, "How? Is it really a party?" But after thinking for a moment, her face fell. Seeing this, Manav asked her, "What happened? You were just smiling. Why did your face suddenly drop?" To which Sia said, "I'm happy. I don't know anything about such parties. If I make a mistake there, everyone present will start laughing at me, and then there will be..." She stopped mid-sentence. Manav took one of her hands in his and pulled her towards him, causing Sia to land directly in his lap. Then, while holding Sia in his lap, Manav said, "First of all, if you make a mistake, it's okay. I will handle it. And no one has the guts to laugh at you, so don't worry about that. And as for those people, are you scared of them?" At this, Sia looked into his eyes and shook her head. So Manav, still looking into her eyes, said, "Then what's there to be scared of?" Sia took a deep breath, and then she said to Manav, "I'm fine. Just don't leave me alone. Stay with me." To which Manav replied, "Even if you don't say, I won't leave you, okay?" Then Manav started talking about various things to distract Sia. He began explaining what happens at such parties and what they do. While they were talking, their cars stopped in front of a very big hotel. As soon as the cars stopped, Sia quickly got down from Manav's lap and sat in her place. First, Manav's bodyguards went ahead to clear the area for him. They removed the crowd from around. Then, after making a good barricade, Dhruv stepped forward and opened the car door for Manav. As soon as the car door opened, Manav stepped out with his dangerous aura and cold expression. On the other side, he opened the door and helped Sia out by holding her hand. The businessman whose anniversary they had come for was also a very big businessman. Therefore, many reporters had gathered there, and when they saw Manav Bajaj there, it was as if they had hit a jackpot. Because Manav Bajaj was rarely seen, but due to so many bodyguards, they couldn't see Manav properly. But the crowd erupted when they saw a girl coming out with Manav from his car. But due to the bodyguards' barricade, they couldn't see her clearly. They could only see some of her features. Manav didn't waste much time and took Sia's hand, heading straight to where the party was being held. At the party, many big businessmen, politicians, and celebrities from across the country had come. Also, everyone had brought their daughters along, because in such big parties, big deals and relationships are made. Everyone present was talking to each other when the noise coming from the entrance drew everyone's attention. As everyone was looking towards the entrance, their eyes widened in disbelief at what stood before them, the symbol of the business world, Manav Bajaj. But the most surprising thing was that for the first time Manav had brought a partner to a party, and that too a girl who was creating a sensation. All the boys present there were fixated on Sia. She looked very young. Her features and that lovely face were attracting everyone. The girls present were completely crazy about Manav. Seeing him made them feel like they were going insane. But they were also very jealous of Sia, because every girl present there dreamed of standing next to Manav Bajaj. But this fortune had not been granted to anyone until today. Seeing Manav there, the hosts of the party, Mr. and Mrs. Mani, came forward to welcome him. Manav just nodded his head in their direction and started to go inside. Maya also went inside with him. Even though it was crowded inside, she had controlled her emotions well, and she was walking alongside Kabir, equal to Manav. Everyone present was in awe one after another, because they had never seen such things happening in their entire lives. Manav Bajaj, who never attended such parties, was here today. Moreover, he had brought a girl as his partner, and that girl looked just as impressive as Manav. While the whole world was afraid to even look at Manav, that girl was walking alongside him. Seeing Manav arrive, the owners of various business industries present there saw a great opportunity to expand their businesses. Thinking this, they all tried to talk and interact with him. Manav was talking to the people who had come there, Siya chatted with Mrs. Main for a while. Mrs. Main had to welcome more guests. So after enjoying a bit with Siya, she said she would be back in just 2 minutes and went off to attend to everyone else. At first, Siya was a little interested, but everyone there was busy talking among themselves, so she soon got bored. Just then, her gaze went towards the bar that was set up there. After thinking for a moment, she walked over and started looking for a drink for herself. She was just about to get a drink when someone stood behind her. As soon as Siya felt someone's presence behind her, she turned around and was a bit shocked. Before the person in front could say anything, Siya left the place and walked straight away. That person also followed her. However, Siya quickly went to Manav and expressed her feelings. She took him aside and said, "Kadus, let's get out of here. I don't like this at all. I'm really bored, and I feel suffocated. I don't feel good here, let's go." Manav glanced at her, and after thinking for a moment said, "All right, let's go." Then they both congratulated Mr. and Mrs. Manet on their wedding anniversary and left. As they were leaving, Manav cast a sharp glance at the crowd standing there and moved ahead. But as they left, there was a sly smile on his lips that hardly anyone noticed, and both of them walked away. No one had the courage to stop Manav Bahaj, the man who had been standing in the corner and had followed Siya. When he saw Siya with Manav, stopped right there and watched them leave from behind. When he saw that Manav and Siya had left, he immediately took out his phone to inform someone about it and quickly left the party himself.